So every week I try to do a weekly preview. I say try to. I've done a weekly preview every week for the past couple of years. One of the best new habits I've picked up. Most people do them on Friday or Sunday. I like doing them on Friday afternoon. You can catch people still in the office. You can go into the weekend with a clear head. But there's an advantage to doing them Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, even Monday morning you can do it. But at some point I do a weekly preview. It's on my calendar. And so I come in here and just take this template and work through it. So what I'll do here is, again, you could use the official Rome templates or do it this way. I will say week, and then January, I don't think this is a proper week, but 1 through 7, 2021. Oops. I'll make a new page for that, paste this stuff in here, and so I'll work through what are my big 3 goals for the week. Launch that site, hire that person, whatever the things are. I have the big 3 goals I want to hit. Publish that article, maybe. The big 3 things I want to hit. Then I work through each day, and I usually come back to that at the end, so we'll come back to that. I have a list of tasks I do each week, and again, you may want to copy and then certainly customize this quite a bit. But I'll go back and add any meetings from last week to contacts and events, make sure I have contact info from people I met. Just if I hustled, I'll kind of go through and do that. And actually, I'll star this before I forget. I usually star and keep it open during that week. And then when the week's over, I unstar it, make a new one, star it. So the old ones are still in the system, but they're not in my way. So what I typically do for that one is, okay, add meetings from last week. Let's go to my daily notes and let's flip back through the past week here. And I'll just kind of roll through the last week looking, making sure I have everything in there, add people to contacts, maybe add them to LinkedIn, whatever I want to do there. Okay, that's done. Okay, then I look at the next week ahead, really just in my Google Calendar, try to figure out where I'm going to squeeze in some running, what I need to carpool for dance, and just kind of get them on my literal calendar, not in Rome, but get on my literal calendar. Make sure to-do items from last week were either closed or moved. So again, I'll go back to my daily notes and just look for any to-dos that are kind of hanging out there as they shouldn't be. Like we have in our example here with our daily notes, we have, if I were to scroll down and say, oh, I have that thing, it's scheduled, so it's okay, so I'm not worried about that. Let's see if there's anything else I missed that's not scheduled, and kind of go through the week and check for that. So that one's done. Oh, wait, I actually have my week here. Let's do that. There we go. So that's good. I star a lot of things in Feedly. I use Feedly for keeping up with news and articles and stuff. And sometimes I will open the article and throw it in Pocket. Sometimes I'll just star it in Feedly if I'm lazy. So I'll go into Feedly and get things unstarred. Either read them, decide I don't want them anymore, or put them in Pocket. Just get it kind of cleaned out and get things in their proper place. I'll check things on the to-do cleanup page. So this is another one that I actually have. Let's go back into here to our task management. The Finding Orphan Tasks. I call this my to-do cleanup page. And again, I put a star here, so it's always sitting in the sidebar here. We'll put it up there. So that way, say, okay, let's go and find orphan tasks. Okay, nothing, I marked complete. And this, again, should be empty in most cases for you. So cool, just making sure nothing got missed there. So we're good to go on that. So we can check that off during that preview. And then I kind of just will go through the previous week as I have time, add a little more context, add a little more links. So I say, okay, let's just go through, start reading that new book. Okay, heard the great quote. Call with Steve Smith. Oh yeah, when I talked to Steve, he's excited about working with us. He's super impressed with Ashley. And I usually use last names so that you don't get rough here. But yeah, you get the idea. Put some other notes, other links. Let's kind of spend a few minutes just kind of looking back at the past week, cleaning things up, adding some stuff in as needed there. And then check it off. Cool. And then it's getting into more of the gushy kind of stuff. But what are the biggest wins? What are the great things that happened? Just kind of unpacking the week. I'll look at last week's big 3. So I'll kind of open. I'll still have last week in the side as well. So I can shift click even from this sidebar to the other sidebar. My big 3 were those things last week. So pretend that was December. I can paste them in here and just kind of say, how far did I get on launching that site? Did I launch it? And I'll usually just put a percentage. Like, yep, 100%. We nailed it. Hired that person. We didn't get there, but we're super close. 80% published an article, yeah, not good. I did a little bit, but 20%. So just kind of holding yourself a little bit accountable for the big 3. And then more just what worked, what didn't, and what will you keep, improve, start, or stop based on the above. So that's just kind of processing your week. Then I go through day by day. And so I say, okay, so Monday, let's see, what would it really be? January 1st is Friday, so 2nd, 3rd, 4th. So say January 4th. And it's actually auto-completes for some of them if I've already moved tasks there or something. So January 4th, and then January 5th, 2021, You get the idea. I'll kind of go through and build out that page for each day. I mean, it'll be created automatically on the day if you don't do this, which is fine. But I want to go through and get my template in there and see what's going on. So now I'll spend a few minutes on Monday. So on January 4th, let's do double semicolon and pull in my daily pages. So there's that stuff. Um, yeah. Oh, that's not the one I wanted. That's a different one. Weird. Huh. I have too many things in here. Let's go. Um, I want to just, I don't know. We'll just go with that one for now. That's fine. Daily pages. So we have that. Yeah, this is all cleaned up better in my personal one. But then I'll go through and actually pull up my Google Calendar and put all the big events in here. I'll say, okay, 9 o'clock, meeting with Allie about that project. We're running ahead, but stuck with feature X. Okay, and then at 10:30, meeting with the team about whatever. And then maybe at 1:30 again, I use military time just for simplicity, and so if I do current time, it shows up the same. So Steve M will be calling about the delivery, whatever's going to be in there. I kind of just build up my day, think ahead. And what this does for me, because I'm doing it on Friday afternoon, I say, oh yeah, Steve M's supposed to be calling Monday. Is he really? Let me shoot him an email right now and just confirm that call. If you do it Sunday, it's harder to confirm that stuff. If I do it now, Steve's probably still in the office, probably going through his email Friday afternoon, trying to get things cleaned up for the weekend. So it's perfect. I shoot him a quick email, make sure we're still good for Monday, wish him a happy weekend, and off we go. So it works well to do this on Friday afternoons to have that going. So I say, okay, that one's Monday's looking good. All right, feeling good there. So let's go back to the week. Let's jump into Tuesday and let's build out Tuesday. Put in my default list, add in tasks and stuff. And it takes a good bit of work, but it takes maybe a half hour, an hour each week. And it's by far the best half hour, an hour I spend any week. And again, I've not missed it in a couple of years. I got a lot of this motivation from Michael Hyatt's Full Focus Planner. So kudos to him on a great planner there. It's a paper planner. If you're into that, it can work well, but clearly we're roaming this stuff here. But it really works well to have that weekly preview and to build that stuff out. And then that's going to ensure that when I get to Monday, I'm not having to build a page from scratch. I've already got the stuff going. I can see what's going on. I can blink something. I've got my notes here. And then just as the day happens, as I go through Monday, I get that random call at, 12:30. Joe called that his site was down. And I can say, well, Joe, sorry, because you canceled your contract with us, but we can help you get it fixed. And, we restored from backup or whatever, whatever happened. I can kind of take some notes there. So that way, again, if I go back later, I can see, okay, Joe, and see all the times we talked about and take it from there. So the weekly preview is a pretty powerful thing. It's one of my favorite things I've added the last couple of years, and Rome just makes it so great the way it ties things in with weeks and days and people and events and projects, and it all just comes together in a great way in that preview.